Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on our latest all-new edition of the Milford Informer. I am Milford TV's Executive Director, Tim Coet, officially welcoming you into 2025. It's our first official edition of the Informer for the new year, so we hope everyone enjoyed the holiday season and your new year has gotten off to a solid start. We're here now just at the beginning of the month of February with our latest edition of the Informer for you, and we've got several top stories to bring you this evening. Leading off the show tonight, we get back to Claflin Hill's 25th anniversary season. 2 concerts down as everyone enjoyed the premiere of the 25th anniversary concert back in November, the holiday pops over the holiday season, and now Claflin is back here in 2025, continuing this milestone season with an exciting concert coming up this weekend. But before they do, we go behind the scenes with Claflin once again, continuing our sit-down interviews with Paul Surapine, as now he looks into the future and what that might mean for the Claflin Hill Symphony here in Milford moving forward. Let's take a look. We've obviously talked a lot about the music, the performances, but that's obviously the fun part that the audience gets to see. But there's clearly an infrastructure behind the scenes that is imperative to keeping the performances going year after year. Can you talk a little bit about what it takes behind the scenes to build an orchestra and to maintain an orchestra the level of Claflin Hill over the course of 25 years and now into the future?
Yeah, good question, because it actually goes to, if there is a future, how do we move from our present corporate structure, if you want to call it that, of 2.5 people or something, to an actual, business structure that self-sustains itself. So there's a lot that goes on, and because I'm the founder, and we run on a very tight budget and can't afford an office staff full-time. That means that I do an awful lot of the things that in most of these other longer established orchestras, they actually have, 3 or 4 different people who are like a department head level kind of salaried person plus staff, a development person. So you have to have like somebody that does development, as in creating new revenue. There's the nuts and bolts of logistically setting up things, setting up the orchestra, chairs and stands for rehearsals, setting up the chairs in the hall, the hospitality tables at the back of the hall. Most of these things are done by volunteers. Yeah, that's a community aspect of this. This is people. This is their orchestra. This is their hall. We own that town hall. This is ours. And we're going to decorate it. I have guests coming. It's the holidays, I decorate my own house, or my wife makes me do that, right? So this is people all gathering together because we're going to throw ourselves a big party for the town, and it's going to be all about the holidays, and we do that. So, that's one part of it that's very healthy. So the other parts of it organizationally right now are pretty much mainly myself as the fundraising development person who makes contacts and goes out and meets with potential corporate sponsors. So that's the big challenge going forward. Not really, we built the product. The product's amazing. No matter what it is, whether it's the musicians that perform at Family Night at the Bandstand, our chamber music series over in Grafton, the jazz series at the Sorrento, the symphony concerts, the product itself is equal to anything in any major New England city around.
So I guess a big question to kind of finish on is that sort of overall vision for the future. We've seen now what Claflin Hill has done in the last 24 years, now celebrating 25 years. When you sort of project out what your vision for Claflin Hill is for the next 25, 50, 100 years even, what do you sort of see as the vision for what Claflin could become in the future?
The first vision, as I kind of just said, and goal right now as we move forward into the second 25-year history part of our lifespan is survival. Survival and financial soundness. I think we've reached, a good, workable level of presentations that, like I said, are great. What I'd like to see, there's all sorts of, we used to do 4th of July concert at Plains Park along with the fireworks, I mean, that got canceled in 2009, in the banking crisis recession. And Milford National Bank had been the sponsor of that every year for going on almost 10 years at the time. Their bank president suddenly retired, called me up that afternoon, said, I just wanted you to know, I just walked out of a board meeting, I'm retiring, and don't expect any money next year. Because I fought for this every year, and you're not going to get it. And he was right. So that meant no 4th of July concert. I mean, why a town like this can't afford that? I mean, and it's not like I asked the town to pay for that. They pay for fireworks. That's $20,000 for the fireworks show in their budget. But we should have some corporate entities in our region that think, well, we have all the potential to put on our own Esplanade show. And in fact, it's even better. We actually play through the fireworks when we do that kind of thing. We don't go home an hour before the fireworks start firing off. I mean, the Boston Pops play, they get their concert done, and then later the fireworks shoot goes on to recorded canned music. I mean, we were playing the 1812 Overture with things going off in the sky. It was a great show. That's a great park. As we're doing family night at the bandstand there this summer, and I'm looking out at that expanse of lawn, it's like, this could be a Tanglewood. We have the orchestra. We could do a summer symphony orchestra series in that park. You've got to have a good chunk of the money already in hand before you start selling tickets to it. Ticket sales make up less than 15% of our total annual revenue. And that's pretty much the same for any other major symphony orchestra as well. I mean, you don't make your budget on ticket sales, but you have to have corporate and private support walking in already. That way, you're not telling the musicians, we're going to sell some tickets and then we're going to divide up all the money and each of you'll get like $15. It'd be back to the days when we did those trust fund gigs, and got a check for $22.63. Wow. I mean, so that's one vision. I've always thought that would be the crowning jewel of Claflin Hill, to establish some kind of summer orchestra modest series. Right now, Claflin Hill exists to make sure that the great heritage of classical music and symphony orchestra performance that goes back over 300 years continues to see the light of day. That's something that Claflin Hill stands for. It's heritage, it's education, it's striving to know more, to be better, to learn as much as you can.
And just one last reminder to everyone out there in the community, if you have not yet gotten your tickets, Claflin Hill performs their 3rd concert in this 25th anniversary season coming up tomorrow night, Saturday, February 8th. It is Human Spirit Sublime, and it kicks off at 7:30 p.m. over at Upper Town Hall. So if you have not yet purchased tickets, make sure to get on the Claflin Hill website tonight, secure those tickets, and enjoy the show coming up this weekend. And once again, we will be there recording the concert, and we'll have that performance on Milford TV for you coming up in the weeks ahead. Moving on to our next top story now. We've been so happy to have an intern from Hopedale High School with us throughout this past school year. Ella has been doing a fantastic job with us here at our studio and also bringing us productions out on the road. And Ella was over at her own school, Hopedale High School, recently to cover the school's annual FinFit fair. And so here is Ella with her intern report.
I'm Jonathan Arujo, and I am the Outreach and Marketing Coordinator for the FinFit Fair.
My name is Leah Hodgson, and I am the Logistics and Finance Director of the FinFit Fair.
I'm Patrick Madden, and I'm the Impact Director of the FinFit Fair.
The FinFit Fair is an interactive simulation of students' financial lives at the age of 25, where they can head around to the different booths we have set up and make different decisions that impact their budget and their quality of life.
We've been planning the fair since around September and have been utilizing the project management steps to execute our fair.
All right, so new this year for our setup, we have a ton of pipes and drapes to make the fair look a lot better, as well as a new booth, which is the mental wellness booth. And we brought back the reality check booth, which was not at the fair last year.
Hi, I'm Savannah Sunny, and I'm a junior. I'm becoming financially fit and educated on some topics that I didn't know about before. The FinFit Fair is great. We had a good setup, time crunch, but we did it, and we worked hard. So yeah.
Excited to be here just to congratulate you and the school on this wonderful event. I've been able to come for the last few years to the FinFit Fair with Representative Murray and District Attorney Joe Early, and we get to see firsthand the experiences and the simulations that you go through as you try to manage a budget from the time you leave high school into college, into the workforce, and all that comes with it. And it's an incredibly important skill. In fact, I've seen statistics that say most teenagers, 75%, would be greatly interested in learning more about their financial future in high school. And yet you get to do that right here in Hopedale. Know that that's unique, because this doesn't happen everywhere, and it certainly only happens in one district school in my district, where there's over 19 communities that I represent. So feel, first of all, privileged and blessed that you get to engage in this opportunity, and how important it is for you to take it very seriously, because some of you will go into the workforce.
And what I learned in my 37 years is a bankruptcy knows no boundaries. There can be folks, for whatever reason, lost their jobs, medical emergencies, other aspects in life that are beyond control, and they were forced into that kind of situation. And they can be from all economic sectors. They can earn $20,000 to $30,000 a year. They can earn over $100,000 a year. But sometimes circumstances get in the way. And the key aspect, I think, to not get into that situation is to try to plan as best you can in terms of living your life, taking care of the business that you need to take care of, and learn about finances. Learn about how your money comes in and how you spend your money. The senator gave a great example of the dangers of credit cards. They seem really nice, really easy. Give them the plastic, you get what you need, you pay your bills, but then when you look beyond it and see the extended interest, it's very, very dangerous. So this is a great opportunity for all of you as young folks to really pay attention, take advantage of what your school department and your community is giving you, get a realization as to what it means to try to run your own life financially, because I know it seems like really far away and all of that stuff, but guess what? It jumps on you really fast and in a hurry. And all of a sudden you guys are out there making your own decisions. So I think today is a very important day. I'm glad to be here, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Alex Good.
I'm Riley Mulligan. And I'm Maddie DeMeo.
And today we're here with the FinFit Fair. We're with the juniors right now.
This is the 10th annual FinFit Fair, which is really exciting. Here we have a bunch of juniors going around checking out different booths, making different purchases.
Everyone seems like they're doing pretty well. They seem excited to be here. No one's doing anything too crazy just yet, but it seems to be a fun day.
My name is Mr. Atherton. I'm the principal here at Hopedale Junior Senior High School. Oh, this is an opportunity that is, from what we heard from all our guests today, it's such a great opportunity for all our students. This event is probably my favorite event here at Hopedale Junior Senior High School. You guys know we've been doing it for 10 years, and in my opinion, this is one of the most authentic learning opportunities that we can provide our students. We look forward to it every year. My advice is to, the same advice that they probably heard a couple times today, is stay away from those credit cards and save as much money as you can.
I'm the Deputy Director of Treasurer Goldberg's Office of Economic Empowerment. We are a department aimed at improving the financial lives of Massachusetts residents through policy change and educational programs like the ones that you're doing today. I know many of you have big decisions on the horizon, and you have a lot of different influences. You have your parents, you have your friends, your educators, coaches, TikTok influencers. I'm not going to lie, I'm influenced by them too. And it feels like you're getting information from a million different directions, often conflicting, and you have to make these big decisions. It feels like just yesterday I was in the same shoes as you. I worked at Barnes & Noble in Bellingham. I remember having my first check, going across the street to Middlesex Savings Bank, cashing it, and I don't really think that I did anything exciting with that money besides pay for gas for my old 1990 Volvo. But I think back to if I had the skills to think about how I could have grown that money, then what it would mean for my future now. My parents taught me the value of hard work, but we really didn't talk about money at the dinner table at all. It was really a taboo subject, and that's very common for a lot of people in our state. So I just my one piece of advice to you is we have this program called Enrich. I have flyers here for you today to take, and there's a QR code on them. On there, you can take your money personality quiz, and it's a really great way to start that conversation with your friends and family about how you interact with money and how you can continue to grow and really feel empowered to make informed financial decisions for your future. So please make sure you grab one before you leave today. Thank you so much for having me today, and thank you to the organizers for all you did to make today happen.
Students who are here. I love the comments I just heard about us being recognized as a blue ribbon school, and I will tell you, when we were invited, and you do have to be selected to fill out the application, a lot of the information that we shared are the incredible things that our students lead for us, which was the FinFit Fair, the Career Fair, the Growing Mind Fairs. We wrote overviews of each of these events, and I'm sure that that was partially what helped us become elevated to the level that we have as a national blue ribbon school. So congratulations to everybody who's in this room today.
Finally, tonight we had an opportunity to bring our cameras over to Stacy Middle School as the kids are hard at work preparing this year's spring musical, which is Willy Wonka Jr. It should be a great show, and we had a chance to send Chase and Dominique from our staff over to Stacy Middle School to hear from the kids themselves to give us a preview of their show.
Hi, people!
1,
So the show Willy Wonka is about a candy man who runs this company called Willy Wonka Chocolate, and he owns a big factory filled with candy, and it's basically his imagination.
The show is following Charlie Bucket, who lives in a poor family, and the golden ticket competition, which is basically there are 5 golden tickets scattered around the world, and there are 5 winners.
If you win, you get a lifetime supply of chocolate. And everyone wants the lifetime supply of chocolate, so people buy thousands of Wonka bars, and 5 lucky people get it.
The 5 winners are Veruca Salt, Mike TV, Augustus, and Violet Beauregard. And Charlie gets really down in the dumps about it because he tries, but he doesn't win. But then he tries again, and he gets a golden ticket, and he gets really happy about that. And they go on exploring the factory, and something tempts each kid to do something wrong. And the only kid standing left at the end is Charlie, which proves how good he is. So Willy Wonka decides to retire and give his entire chocolate factory to Charlie.
Charlie comes from not so wealthy family, so he's pretty poor, and he definitely thinks positive all the time. So does his family.
My character is Violet Beauregard, and she is kind of just that crazy type kid. She is very competitive with everyone. Her and her mom are best friends, and they're always trying to compete with every other family. She is a gum chewer. She's always chewing gum.
I play Veruca. My character's kind of a spoiled brat. She just wants every single thing in the whole entire factory, and she wants it right then and there.
Willy Wonka is this very he's kind of insane, if I'm gonna be honest with you. He's this very imaginative and he's kind of do what you want to do character who does what he dreams of. He's a follow your dreams kind of character. It's just been so amazing because this is one of the shows that I've wanted to be doing for so long. I feel like Willy Wonka is a character that is so perfect for me because he's just a character that I've always wanted to play because he's just amazing. And so really practicing him and singing his songs, it's just amazing, and it's such a fun time.
We always like to try to do something that's going to be able to include a lot of different kids. So we picked Wonka because it's silly, it's fun, there's a lot of opportunities for dance numbers to highlight choreography. There's lots and lots of different parts. So I think we have about 80 kids involved between being on stage and off stage. But we picked it because it's a good message.
Rehearsals have been a little chaotic, but pretty good. Everyone just kind of does their own thing. The show just comes all together, and it's really been pretty nice.
I feel like we're going at a really good pace. Everything's been going smoothly. We've got a lot of completion done, and everyone's just been so flexible with everything, and it's just going really nicely.
Rehearsals have been going great. I am so amazed by how quickly our young actors are remembering things and how the positive attitudes that we have during rehearsals. Everyone's just so excited. Everyone's having so much fun. The amount of information that these kids are retaining is fantastic, and that's going to put on a great show because we are just getting to do lots of different little intricate pieces in this crazy show.
My favorite part of the show is my solo when I get to blow up like a blueberry because I love the suit and it's really funny to watch.
I would have to say my solo song, I Want It Now, is my favorite because there's a bunch of swirls around me and I get to jump off the stage, so it's pretty fun.
My favorite part of the show is probably the entire second half where we're in the factory and each kid does the temptation with Violet and the gum and Veruca with the squirrels.
I'm really excited for the audience to see all the different ways that we are able to show the factory. What's kind of fun about this show is that you kind of need a little bit of an imagination to watch the show. We have a very simple set, but we do lots of different things with simple props and simple motions, but a big group of kids to show off to make the audience believe that we're in the Willy Wonka's factory.
My favorite part about doing theater at Stacy is probably the fact that I really get to like express my emotions, and you get to like play with the characters, so you don't just have to read exactly the lines. You get to like pick and choose how you want to perform each line.
My favorite thing about doing theater is just getting to express myself, being with my friends, like sharing interests with everyone, learning new things, and just having fun.
I really like meeting all like new friends and stuff like that, and seeing what other characters we can play. Once you get like more lines and like songs like when you're older and like stuff like that, it's really fun.
It really gives so many people chances. Like Miss Barrett and Miss Burke, they try to pick shows that can really give everybody their own chance to shine. So that's what I really like about the Stacy stage. And what I like personally about performing on stage is that I just really enjoy singing, and being up there is what I've always really liked to do.
I think people should come out and see our show because it's super entertaining, it's a lot of fun, there's really not many serious parts, so there's not much to get bored about, and it's just super fun to watch. You can see your family friends there, and I mean, there's just a bunch of amazing kids with super awesome talents that you should come and support.
I think people should come to the show because we worked hard on it these past couple of months, and it's just a really fascinating show.
Oh, my favorite candy has to be Skittles. They're really good.
I definitely like I like Reese's for like chocolates, and probably Sour Patch Kids.
I just like anything with chocolate or peanut butter and caramel. The shows are Friday night, February 28th at 7 o'clock. Saturday, March 1st at 3 o'clock, and then again at 7 o'clock. Adult tickets are $10 a piece, and children's tickets are $5 a piece. And you can receive tickets, you can order tickets through the main office or getting an order form through the music wing.
Once again, I'd like to thank Dominique and Chase from our Milford TV staff for bringing you that great coverage of the upcoming performance of Stacy Middle School's Willy Wonka Jr. And again, make sure you get your tickets now, just a few weeks away from the kids over at Stacy raising the curtain on that show. Stacy Middle School's production of Willy Wonka Jr. will be held on Friday, February 28th, as well as Saturday, March 1st. And tickets can be purchased over at the school. Just reach out to the Stacy Middle School office for more information on that. Well, as we wrap up this week's edition of the Milford Informer, we just want to make sure to remind everyone out there once again, if you've missed any of our staff-produced content here at Milford TV, make sure you check us out on our YouTube channel. Just search My Milford TV in the search bar on YouTube to get to our channel, and that's where you can find all of our staff-produced content housed. That includes all of our coverage of Milford High School athletics, Claflin Hill Symphony performances, the Greater Milford Community Chorus, all of our episodes of the Milford Informer, and so much more. We just recently surpassed 3,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel, so we're so appreciative of everyone who has already subscribed. And if you have not, make sure to do that now to get updates anytime we put new content up on our YouTube channel, and anytime we go live with coverage as well. We also have all of Milford's municipal meeting coverage available on our YouTube channel as well. So again, just search My Milford TV in the search bar on YouTube to find our channel. But that's going to wrap things up for this edition of the Milford Informer. As always, we thank you so much for joining us. And from all of us here at Milford TV, this is Tim Coet saying have a great week. So long, everybody.